Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.
Coming to you live from Central Florida, you're listening to Falcons Nest Live. Bringing you all the news and notes on the Atlanta Falcons. And now, here's your host, Daniel Spencer.
How's it going, guys? Daniel Spencer from Unintentional Grounding coming to you live from Orlando, Florida. Whew. Can't listen to that all at the same time. Can't listen to that all at the same time. Oh, I'm so excited that you guys think that is lit. I'm so excited that you guys think that is lit. God, we're gonna keep working on it, man. We're gonna keep working on it. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I do. It is always lit for you guys. I always try my best. And we got a special something that I'm gonna talk to you guys about. But let me fix our lighting situation because it looks terrible. Give me 5 seconds of your time. Of course, all I needed was 5 seconds of your time. That's all I needed. There. What's going on, guys? I see Chris Robbins in the chat. I see Write You for the Win in the chat. 2 of my plat members, 2 of my guys that are always here for me. One of my admins in this chat. Spread the word. We're live. We're live for a little bit. We're live for a little bit. We won't be live for too long. It's late, I know, but I couldn't leave y'all hanging. It's Falcons Friday. Rise up. Post it in Dirty Bird Nation. Post it in Rise Up Nation. Post it in all those places. And tell them, hey, that Dan kid, he's in here. He's alive. He's not dead. He's not a dead man. But no, seriously, we got something special for you today. We've got something special for you today. I think every single one of you is going to be super excited about what we're about to do. And I don't want to give away the secret yet. I don't want you guys to know exactly what it is. But if you've been seeing some of my Illuminati messages, some of my involvement with Vach Lombardi, you've seen some of my stuff that I've been kind of doing, then you might know what I'm doing here. You might have an idea of what the sneaky thing I'm about to do is. And I'll let the chat decide what they think my sneaky thing is going to be. But the lit level right now for unintentional grounding is about to shoot through the roof. And it starts in a little over a week when unintentional grounding drives up to Atlanta, Georgia for Falcons training camp. I read all the rules and all the regulations, the things that I have to know when I get there. But spread the word. Lieutenant Dan is going to be in Atlanta at Flowery Branch to talk football, to discuss Falcons, and all you have to do is search out for a Clemson hat. I'm going to be the only one there with a Falcon shirt and a Clemson hat. I'm going to be the only one there doing that. Unless you're Mama Jarrett, and by the way, Mama Jarrett, if you've seen any of my videos, if you've seen any of my stuff, you know. I am so grateful to you and your boys for everything they've done and giving me the opportunity to even meet you guys was amazing. But if you're there, it'll be me or Mama Jarrett wearing Clemson stuff. It won't be Vic, it won't be Grady, it won't be any of those guys. They'll be wearing Falcons gear for life. Now, Vach has been teasing some things. I'm not gonna let you guys know exactly what we're doing. But if I get the okay to upload this video tonight, then y'all are gonna see something that you've never seen Unintentional Grounding do, which is pre-record content and lay it down. That's right. Pre-recorded content, not a live show, not a stream, not any of that stuff. Pre-recorded content hitting your YouTube page. Your notification box will hit up and you'll go, oh, video uploaded, not a live stream? Gotta click this, gotta see what this is. But I won't let you know exactly what it is yet. It's lit though. It's lit. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be amazing. So I hope you guys get to join me in Flowery Branch this weekend. I will be there through the 1st to the 3rd of August. And you guys can come and watch me there, kind of breaking stuff down. Come and meet me. We can take some pictures together, talk some football. I'm just a YouTube guy doing my thing, but I'm telling you right now, I'm about to finish uploading this video. It is set to private right now, and if I get the okay to send this video down the pipeline, and I mean I might as well do it anyway. But if I get the okay to send this video down the pipeline, I'm gonna do 100 of them. I'm gonna do 200 of them. I'm gonna do 300 of them. You think I have 61 videos now? Just wait. 200 videos. Well, 200 videos. That's right. Chris Robbins. There is something that actually we will need to discuss in the future if you haven't already talked to Vach Lombardi, but we will discuss that down the road. Don't say anything in the chat right now, but hit me up on Facebook Messenger when you can. And write you if you do actually get there, let me know. So we can meet up, fist bump, talk some Falcons football, face to face. That's how I like to talk to people anyway, face to face. We are trying to get a calling service so people can call in, so people can talk Falcons football on here. And on our Tuesday night show, which, by the way, we weren't able to do. I actually jumped on Vach's thing late. But if we are able to get the Tuesday night show running, it won't just be a show. It'll be a Tuesday night show plus a vid drop. That's right. Every Tuesday night will be a live show and a vid drop. But, like I said, we have actual pre-recorded content coming down the pipeline. And it could be released tonight. That's right. It's a 5-minute video. 5 minutes. And I'm telling you right now, folks, as I'm putting the finishing touches on this video, as I'm actually working on this video while doing this live stream, I'm telling you right now, y'all, think you might like this. It's gonna be good. So, done. Ooh, you know what I just did? Oh man. So I just made this video, and it's almost ready, man. It's almost ready. Here I go. I'm about to send this off to a team of secret Illuminati video reviewers. And they are going to watch my vid and tell me if it is okay to send this down the pipeline. If it is okay to send down the pipeline, I'm sending it. It's going to go straight down the pipeline. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Let me just, and a boom, and a boom, and a bow. Okay. So in 15 to 20 minutes, we're sending it down. Mystery person reporting in. Look, guys, our first pre-recorded content will be hitting up, and then every Tuesday we will be putting content out for you. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to put content out for you every Tuesday. I could put 3 videos down a week if people hit up my Patreon. By the way, go support this channel by going to Unintentional Grounding's Patreon. $1, $1 will help me work less in the real world and help me publish more videos for you guys each and every week. Not just live streams, and I love doing live streams for you, but pre-recorded content on not only the Atlanta Falcons, on college football, on player looks and outlooks for 2018, for 2019, for 2020. But what we're going to do is we're going to even try to get player interviews. If you can help support this channel for less than a Snickers bar, that's right, less than a Snickers bar, then you can help us put out more content. Really, really appreciate you if you guys do. And we will try to put out more and more content for you. And hit us with requests. Hit us with requests. We want to know what you want. So please hit us with requests. The video review Illuminati is looking at this film. That this pre-recorded content that I've just done. Less than a Snickers bar. But I'm going to keep building this for you guys. I'm just going to keep building it. If y'all want it, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to quickly, you know what? You know what? There's one person that's in this chat right now that is going to receive a viewing of this content. And if that person likes it, don't say who you are. Don't say who you are in this chat. In fact, actually, he may not actually be in this chat. He may actually only be on his phone. But you are about to receive, good sir and or ma'am, a chance to view this content right now. Here we go. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, mystery person. I don't even know if that person has said anything in the chat yet. I just said that on a whim. We don't have any Falcons news other than some of the players obviously signing with new companies to get their deals done. We don't have any Devontae Freeman news. We wish we did. The last time I heard from Devontae Freeman's agent, he or she, mystery person, mystery agent, had told me that the deal was going to get done. And now here we are, a few days from practice, a few days from the first practice, and deal hasn't been done, but we're telling it. I did see Duke Riley pulling an SUV. Strong dude. Glad it was in neutral. No way that he would have been able to move it anyway. He was on the street, man. Don't overdo it, Raichu. Watch that and tell me what you think here. And I also have a question for all of you guys in here. Chris Robbins, Andrew Ferenzi, I see, is in the chat. Raichu, whoever else is watching in this chat. Do you guys want me, if I do more, if I do continue to do pre-recorded content, do you want me to put the Falcons Nest intro into that? Do you want me to do that? I can do it. I can do it. It won't be a problem at all. It won't be a problem at all. That's an easy vid to fix. That's easy. Super, super easy. Well, Cousins' contract, I think the Cousins contract, if we're not talking strictly Falcons stuff at this particular point, the Cousins contract is done. And the Bell contract, he hasn't even signed a new contract. He can still try to. So, if you guys like the Falcons opening, and I'm talking about the this one right here.
Coming to you live from Central Florida, you're listening to Falcons Nest Live. Bringing you all the news and notes on the Atlanta Falcons.
Then what we'll do is we'll put that into every single one of the videos that we have that is Falcons related. Otherwise, we'll just open the show with a regular stream movie, which is this one.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess.
So that's just, just trying to get your feedback.
You're listening to Falcons Nest Live, bringing you all the news and notes on the Atlanta Falcons.
Then what will... I don't think my recording, my playback devices are set properly. Nope, it's not in the Yeti speakers. Set default. Boom, baby. Get it going. I confess, mother, I confess. I'm living life. All right, so I'm waiting for responses. From the Illuminati. And if the Illuminati likes it, then I'll keep doing it. If the Illuminati doesn't like it, then we will rework it and we'll go elsewhere with it, and I will drop it tomorrow. The Falcons one is hype, but if you're doing a story on Blake Bortles to San Francisco, don't make sense. Yeah, of course. I would only do the unintentional grounding, unintentional grounding one. I'm going to talk to my editor. The guy that does all of my logos, the guy that does some of my intro work, the guy that does some of my other stuff, and ask him where he wants to go and what direction he wants to take, because we still need to do some legal work with not only the channel, but everything that we're doing right now. Do you guys think that we are... I might even change this over to the unintentional grounding thing because we're kind of getting off Falcons topics. But do you guys think we're spreading ourselves too thin? We do a little bit of Instagram. I know the Facebook is controlled by one of the two of us. The Twitter is set up in such a way that it's able to communicate with the people that are following. And then, of course, our YouTube is where we primarily do all of our work and stuff. We have an email for you guys if you ever do want to email the show. There's something that you guys want to say to us that you can't say in 140 characters. or if there's something that you want us to watch or see or something like that, and you're not following the Instagram or the Facebook or the whatever other social network process that you're not following, that would be terrible. But if you want to say something in private and you want to say something to us, unintentionalgrounding@gmail.com, seriously, that's where you just hit us up. But yeah. I see so many views hit us up on there. I'm gonna quickly go on. I'm gonna stay on here for a little bit. But I'm gonna quickly go on here. Live now. Uh-oh. First response. Got our first response. Need to clean it up a bit. Oh. If I turn it any more down, I feel like I can't listen to the music. Theo Jones, what's going on? Rise up. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And we're just going to put the link in there real quick. Fetching preview. I like how that says training camp. Lord have mercy on my ever-loving soul for the amount of stuff that I have to do just to be able to get something posted on Dirty Bird Nation. Goodness flippin' grief. But chat, you guys are lit. You guys look like you are lit and having a good time. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. What's going on in your lives? What's going on Falcons-wise that you're excited about? Let me know if there's something that you have had brought up in conversation you want to talk about on the show. And I will discuss it in the best of my ability. Or to the best of my ability. Let's see here. Well, I am being told by Illuminati sources that I need to clean this video up. And I don't have an intro for it, so no matter what, it's going to be a hard intro, hard breakdown. But, I mean, I can take another look at it, and I don't think there's a problem. I don't know if it's saved or not, like the entire thing is saved. Reportedly out to week 1. I heard from an anonymous source. I know those are super reliable, but I heard from an anonymous source that Tack McKinley will be doing light work in training camp and then will be ready to go by preseason game 3 or 4. That's what I've heard. And this is not the same exact injury, but it's a similar injury to what Vic Beasley was going through in his first year. So for those of you that want to know, this is that kind of injury. If the offensive line lines up perfectly and does what it needs to do, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. That's over-exaggeration. But if the offensive line does what it needs to do to win games, it's done. It's done. No. Just picked up that zombie warfare game. That was pretty cool. Let's see. Theo Jones wants to know about Freeney. And I think actually we're going to kind of let this kind of slide. Freeney doesn't need to be brought in unless the pass rush is just god awful. And I think a young Tack McKinley, Brooks Reed, Courtney Upshaw, Rashad Hageman, you've got Claiborne coming back from injury, and so on and so forth. Excuse me. That there's to me, there's no reason to bring in Freeney. It just would be money spent unwisely. Yeah, Shelby. We're not even talking about Shelby, who was injured last year as well. So you had 3 or 4 pieces of the defense, not even mentioning Jack Crawford, which now just popped up. But not even mentioning Jack Crawford or Dontari Poe. You had 3 or 4 pieces of the defense last year that were hurt. They didn't make a very big impact because they just weren't there. So, in my opinion, this is a serious upgrade, even though Saints, Bucks, Panthers go down the list of other non-believers of the Atlanta Falcons because their major justification is that the Falcons will fall off the face of the earth because Kyle Shanahan was a god, some kind of demigod of football. We've got time to improve. And we don't even play our division until the end of the year. So that's the major part. 6 games, those 6 games don't even really happen till the end of the year. So we could go on a 5-game winning streak to end the season and be able to get into the playoffs just because our division allowed us to be able to get into the playoffs. Plus, we've got to play the Jets. We've got to play Chicago. We've got to play Miami. We've got this. We've got We've got Buffalo too, I think. It's just we're gonna get them. We're gonna get it. Those who are unbelievers that the Atlanta Falcons will not transition from 2016 to 2017 in I can't even put it into real words. But seriously, the NFC South is not as open as people are thinking as it is. And maybe I'm being a little more biased because I'm on the Falcons show. But Sarkisian will do fine. There's nothing changing about this offense except for maybe taking some plays out that didn't matter, speeding up the amount of play so that we have more time to be able to think about what we're doing. Giving Matt Ryan more control, which is another huge part of this process. Kyle Shanahan kind of tying Matt Ryan's hands. There were plenty of times where the Shanahan offense was just not working. And they had to go to what players like to do to get it to work. Come on, guys. Like, seriously. If you've just joined the chat, come in here. Rise up. Hashtag Falcons Nest. Oh, man. The Falcons have been historically a good regular season team. So, Falcons fan, DBN, what's going on, man? Rise up. Giving Matt Ryan even if this defense could be top 20, top 15, we could go to another Super Bowl. So, and with a Seattle team that has an unproven offensive line, a Green Bay Packers team that has an aging defense, and they were injury prone last year. The major competitors against us in the NFC all have big holes, big flaws. So to me, this signals that NFC South teams will begin to jump for Lombardis. Of course, any team going to Lambeau or going to Seattle is going to have trouble. But when you play the Packers at home during the regular season, and if you can get a win over them, then you're definitely not going to go to their house if you have a good record. I know, 7 people and only 3 likes. Maybe they just don't like what I'm talking about. Geesh. But seriously though, the Falcons defense is going to improve this year, however minimal it's going to be. And the Falcons offense is going to regress this year, minimally. It's not going to fall off the face of the earth. The change in offensive coordinators isn't going to be as big as people want it to be. Not as big as people are projecting it to be. People want it to be a big deal so that they can say, okay, well, Falcons scoot aside. Giants, Cowboys, Buccaneers, Panthers, Vikings, Lions, Packers, Seahawks, Cardinals. Let them have a chance because Atlanta is done. Atlanta's done. Their offensive coordinator left. Matt Ryan has never been a good quarterback. Those are the excuses that I see. I'm not impressed with your offseason acquisitions. I'm impressed with all the people that are coming back. I mean, I didn't have Desmond Trufant for most of the season. I didn't have Derek Shelby even get to prove what he's capable of. Our acquisition of Crawford is a depth acquisition. Devondre Campbell still learning how to be a will linebacker, adding speed with Deion Jones, adding more attack with Takers McKinley. Oh boy. Sorry about that. When life calls, life calls. And, happy wife, happy life, right? Right? And that's what happens with these live streams, right? Look, guys. All of the free agent acquisitions that the Falcons had, and this is not even bringing up Dontari Poe. This is not even bringing up some of the stuff that we did to rearrange ourselves in a cap situation that's going to be healthier for the team. But let me say something very clear. That those that are doubting the Atlanta Falcons this coming season are going to have a rude awakening. The Falcons are a lot deeper than people think they are. Adrian Claiborne, Derek Shelby, Desmond Trufant, all coming back from injury and should all make the 53-man roster. That's not even talking about Duke Riley, Takk McKinley. That's not talking about Rashad Hageman, Grady Jarrett's improvement and evolution, Vic Beasley's improvement and evolution, Brooks Reed. Hooper was working out with Stafford and Ryan and Callie and is getting even better. We have a guy in Tololo that has begun to progress and become a better tight end. We've got a guy in Eric Saubert that's going to come out here and show what he's all about. And, of course, Freeman and Coleman are going to be hungry. Sanu, Nick Williams, Julio Jones, Justin Hardy, just to name a few. Cool-ass Drake jumping in at the last second in here. And he comes in with his Ravens logic, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't hate the Ravens. Which, by the way, we here on Unintentional Grounding, we disrespected the Ravens unintentionally. No pun meant, but unintentionally, we disrespected the Ravens. There are some in the community that say that the Ravens are going to be a playoff team. None of us picked them as a dark horse, but they definitely could be. And to clap back, actually, at Cool Ash Drake, who is, by the way, he is a solid dude. Collins improving, and he had 2 or 3 interceptions last year. Robert Alford, I know, is a live by the sword, die by the sword kind of guy, but he has been solid. Did you not see the interception during the Super Bowl? Did you not see his solid play through the season? Even with the penalty mistakes, he has been solid. And then, of course, Desmond Trufant coming back from injury, but you gave the point to Trufant that there wasn't anybody solid behind him. KZ and Poole are both young, speedy dudes that could potentially have some reps. And Poole has been solid for us for being an undrafted free agent rookie. He went undrafted, and we picked him up and utilized him, and he started doing really, really well. He even had an interception last year, even though it was a pop-up. So that kind of nitpicky stuff with Ricardo Allen back there and Keanu Neal back there getting better. And this is, by the way, a great point by Raichu. We're not even talking about C.J. Goodwin, who did very, very well. And Neesman, who stepped in a couple of times and did well, and Kamel Ishmael, who's been very good in coverage and now is going to the linebacking position. We're not even talking about him. Some people said that actually our biggest weakness is our linebacking core right now because we have no depth behind it, and one of our strong safeties just transitioned to the linebacker position where I feel he should have been in 2015 and more in 2016. But now here we get to see him in 2017. He looked good last year playing in that position. So for me, we are shifting our players around and adding depth in places that we didn't have it. So in my mind, I truly feel that those who want to go and nitpick, and I don't think that Drake was nitpicking, but Drake was pointing out a position that if you're not a Falcons fan, you wouldn't know who's behind there, and you wouldn't know who has done what or how they've done it. As a Falcons fan, you know that we have depth at the corner position, and actually the best depth we've had at the corner position since 98. Yeah, like back in 76. This corner depth is something we haven't had. And here we are. We finally have corner depth. We finally have depth at wide receiver. We finally have depth at the running back position, which, by the way, I don't think Brian Hill's going to start. For those of you that are all high on Brian Hill, I don't think Brian Hill's going to start. He's struggled in minicamp. Something that I kind of wanted to hold here and wait till I went to training camp to actually say something. I'm going to say something right now. Brian Hill struggled, and I told y'all watching his film, I said, on his best day, he is a Tevin Coleman clone that's slower. On his worst day, he's a fullback that can't block. Well, now we're getting reports from ESPN, from the Falcoholic, and by the way, if you take me as a media source, from Unintentional Grounding that say that Brian Hill may not make the 53-man roster. He may be on the practice squad. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We may be picking Teron Ward and putting him at RB3. How about that for a hot take, Falcons fans? A guy that we drafted is going to get put on the practice squad because he's not good enough. And I screamed from the top all the way to the bottom, the top of the mountain, all the way to the bottom of the lowest valley, that Brian Hill, he's not as good as you guys are pumping him up to be. He needs a lot of work. A lot of work. Duke Riley? Fine. Eric Saubert? I know that he needs work, but at least he has upside. Brian Hill got lucky on a lot of his runs and looks like a fullback that can't block. So, just saying, if you're a Falcons fan and you're going to camp because you want to watch Brian Hill, just Let somebody else do it. Because you got better people to watch. Like Duke and KZ. You got guys in their second and third years that you need to watch. You need to watch Kamel Ishmael at linebacker. All right, folks. That was our live stream for tonight. And before you leave, hit the like button on this video if you like this content. If you like what we do on a Friday night. You like coming in late, listening to somebody talk about Atlanta Falcons football, hit the like button on this video. If you're new to this channel, hit the sub button and hit the notification button so you know when our content goes live. And if you have been following this channel for a while and you really like this content and you want me to put out more content, go to our Patreon, Unintentional Grounding on Patreon. Link is in the description of this video. And for less than a Snickers bar, $1, you can help us put more content on this channel. And I won't have to work my day job as much to be able to provide to you guys quality content. Now, we have an Instagram. We have a Facebook. And yes, we've got a Twitter. UNGR Podcast on Twitter. If you feel like following any of those social media pieces, you like our content, you like my voice, you like the things that we do here, follow us. I'm Lieutenant Dan. This was the Falcons Nest on a Falcons Friday. And I will be talking to you guys a little bit later. Have your phones at the ready over this night and then into tomorrow, because one way or another, we are going to be dropping some pre-recorded content. I know, crazy. Christian Kirk or James Washington? Can I plead the fifth? I will get back to you and answer that question to you directly, Drake Holiday, because I feel like I need to give you the best answer that I possibly can. Y'all have a great night. Like I said, do all that stuff. If you like my content, subscribe, hit the notification button, hit the like button. If you didn't like this, hit the unlike button. Hit the dislike. But I will talk to you guys later. And I really appreciate you guys coming to the show. You guys are what drives me to do what I do. Peace and hair grease. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, I confess, Father, I confess, 'cause I've been living wrong.